Alrighty, everybody. Well, there we go. We just finished. I just finished my first uh, online course ever. So it was great. A lot of apprehension and it took a lot of work to get prepared and set up for it. But due to the coronavirus, colleges have had to go to the alternative route and have students go to online learning as the primary method of dissemination. And for a humanities professor, that's a real challenge. Our courses are really built to be done in human community, in relationship with one another, preferably in a classroom or face-to-face learning. And so here we are, having to go to the virtual classroom, and it was really outstanding, particularly because my students were just fantastic. I got freshmen, and just a second here, it's my and but a couple of things. First, we're all in this together, and I think they clearly understood that, and that it requires patience and understanding of their teachers, even as their teachers are figuring out new tricks. And their parents and friends, family, everybody's in this thing together. But the circumstances are different this time. It affects everybody, and it's a different thing. So, but the students were fantastic. What did we chat about or talk about? Well, the course itself, we just finished up with this idea or concept that the human person is a creature of choice, and that we have a choice between two paths. And classically, this has been present throughout a multitude of cultures and spiritual books of wisdom, if you will. The book of Ecclesiastes for the Hebrews talks about the path of wisdom versus the path of vanity, and that is a path that we choose. There's the ancient Cherokee proverb or Native American proverb about the two wolves, that we have two wolves inside of us, a good wolf and a bad wolf, and the wolf that wins is the wolf that we feed. David Foster Wallace, a contemporary English author and poet, talks about the path of consciousness and unconsciousness. He has a great 9-minute YouTube video you can watch called "This Is Water." I encourage you to check it out. It's fantastic. And then we read Epictetus, the Enchiridion, and in Epictetus, and kind of the classical understanding, is a path of virtue versus vulgarity. That the human being is a creature of becoming, that can become through habit, through choice, a creature of excellence, or if we choose the wrong path, a path of vice, then we become a vulgar person. And so this is what we've been working up toward currently in the curriculum for the students, and now here we are getting to exercise that lesson, practically speaking, by examining, growing in self-awareness of ourselves as we go and transition to this new form of learning. And so it was really fantastic. The students really bought in and seemed to be able to apply the lessons from the course to their particular circumstances, to their lives personally and professionally. Everybody's dealing with loss, parents without jobs, or parents that maybe are in education themselves or healthcare. They're on the front lines, and what does that mean? And just a lot of people, but they were able to stop and say, well, all right, somebody else might have it worse than me, and there might be a circumstance that can help give perspective to my own situation, and I can see the blessing even in my situation, that whatever it is that I've had, for instance, the community of my school taken away, my friends and my relationship with my teachers, and in that intimate community that Mount Marty has, but I get to be present to my family, and I get to be around them more and value and really learn that I love them and appreciate them more. So even in these circumstances, there are hopes, there are joys that help us overcome the circumstances. And that's a fundamental lesson to the Benedictine leadership class, and to really being good humans and living a good life and living it well. I don't know, this is just an opportunity for anybody that desires to jump in and see what we're doing, and follow me if you wish. But this will be a YouTube channel that I create for my students, so that they can have access to some lectures that I'll put together, so anybody's welcome to check it out. But maybe the final lesson, as we kind of look forward to where we're going, is that the students have been talking about philosophy and religion in relationship to answering the great questions of human existence, these questions of meaning and purpose. And are philosophy and religion two adequate and good sources to help us answer those deep questions or not? And as we've been meditating, reading, thinking about, dialoguing about philosophy and religion's ability to answer these great questions, there's a great theologian at the University of Dayton, William Portier, that talks about philosophy and religion being a means by which we're able to learn to live at a deeper level. And we do this through self-awareness and examination, living the examined life. This is a deep Christian spiritual tradition and an ancient classic meditative tradition of examination of one's interior life and exterior actions, but your mind and your heart and your hands, and examining whether or not you've been thinking well or acting well, or where your heart's at in certain situations. And so this idea of living at a deeper level, that's what we've been encouraging the students, and that's what I'd encourage you out there to do, is to use these circumstances and this situation as an opportunity to learn to live deeper, a deeper human experience, to be deeper, to be more connected to those around you, in the sense that even if you're in social distancing setups, you can grow an appreciation and love for those that maybe you're separated from at the moment, and that is a deepening of your human existence and your human living. An example, I know somebody that's in the event business, and I'm sure that it's a tough time right now for them as they look at all the things happening and the events being canceled, and what does this mean for them personally and professionally, and paying bills and so on. And I just called them up and just said hello this morning. I said, I just was thinking about you. I just wanted you to know that I'm praying for you. And if I can't really do anything for them, right? But I can offer that encouragement and that support, that solidarity that says somebody's here with you. So maybe that's my encouragement to you. At the deepest level, there is always hope for the human person, that we can overcome these circumstances. Viktor Frankl teaches us this in his great work, Man's Search for Meaning. No matter what the circumstances are that are in front of us, and this virus is no slouch. This is not to be underestimated, but whatever the circumstances, the human person is a creature of hope, and that we are capable of overcoming these great obstacles that are in front of us. And so have that hope, seek to live at a deeper level, seek to grow in a solidarity with human community and family and your neighbor, and reach out, call the people that you think about. Don't just think about them, but pick up the phone and call them, say hello, let them know that you're thinking and praying for them. I've got a brother-in-law that's an emergency room doctor, and I called him today and just said, hey, I'm thinking about you, I'm praying for you, I want you to know that. These are the things that can allow us to live deeper lives, more meaningful lives. And I just encourage you to pray for everybody that's on the front line of this right now, all of the parents and, the children. Just, I don't know, we could go on forever. So with that, this is kind of my first installment, if you will, of Joseph Rutten on YouTube. I didn't really want to do it, but I am forced to now with classes, so they're open to everybody, and I'll continue to post different messages and notes of encouragement as we continue to move through our new reality. But don't be afraid. Don't be allowed. Don't be scared to enter into those fears. But just know that you can reach out. Lots of people here and around you that are here to support in solidarity. We're one human family. So with that, let's live well together. Peace.